Hello. Man, I just popped in here to sit here and wait, and I see some of my lovies already here. It's like, wow, talk about loyalty. Crime, Christine, Lake. I almost said truth. I almost called myself out. You guys get to talk to my avatar. You can see it, right? You see my avatar? And I'm early, so we're going to wait for people to get here. Boo. Share. Well, I've been bad at that lately, haven't I? Nico. Sapphire, welcome. I got something to say, and I got to remember to say it because it's about what we're going to do tomorrow. I talked to somebody on the phone last night, and they saw somebody suggest it, but I didn't see it. But when she mentioned it to me, I thought, oh, that is such a good idea. Plus, I need to make an apology to one of my co-YouTubers' channel because well, hey, hubby. Hey, 10. Yeah, we lost power today. This is why you're not seeing me, because I got up and I had a message on my phone, and I was supposed to go out of town with a friend, but they had an emergency, so I didn't have to do that. And I was like, oh, good, because I'm gonna lay back down because I was so tired, you guys. Well, then I did wake up a time or two, but it was raining and thundering and all that. And that's just the best sleeping weather. So I just slept. And then I woke up and I'm like, it's getting awful warm in here. And I always sleep with a fan on, right? Even though I'm cold-blooded, I have to have a fan. I'm like, I don't hear or feel the fan. And then I looked up and I'm like, our power's out. And so I got up. Of course, the dogs were like, we got to go. And I let them out. And about that time, my husband called me. And because he said on the way to work, he actually saw a lightning bolt down, strike a tree, and split it in half. I'm like, well, we don't have no power. So I went to report it. I actually messaged Sharon to let her know I was thinking of her and hoping everything went good today, and let her know that hopefully the power's on for tonight. It came back on, like, I don't know, shortly after. But anyway, so I just laid around all day. So guess what? That's why you're not seeing me. You're seeing my avatar. Hey, Babs. Did I miss anybody else come in? Christine was already here talking about the vape pen with crime, the B12. Hey, Debbie. So I want to wait for some more people to get in here. Finally got through to my doctor. And they're going to send my labs to my other doctor because they're the ones that ordered that one thyroid test for me. So hopefully tomorrow we'll figure that out. And I said, look, you guys never, she said they sent my macro bid to my farm. I said, no, you didn't. I said, you sent it somewhere else, but you didn't send it to my pharmacy. Okay, we'll call that in. And then my B12, I read it wrong, I guess, because they said it's high. I said, how can it be high? But that's also my berry doctor to deal with that, so we'll see. But it can't, I don't know. We'll see. other than that, am I missing anybody? Hey, Wom. I get to talking and I don't see. Hey, Mary. How you doing? Been a while. I didn't miss anybody else, did I? Just holler out at me. I get talking and I miss people. I have a Twitter now too. I just started it, so I've got a different avatar on there. Hey, Junie. Hey, IBI. I can just call you Ivy till I see the other Ivy come in. That's when we have to do IVI, IVR. Hey, Sharon. Yeah, bariatric doctor, Mary. I had bariatric surgery December of 2014. Best thing I ever did. Well, I'll tell you what, Tin. I changed doctors when my Lafayette doctor retired. I went to Dr. Detter's office in Florida. I liked Warren Root, but he left. So now I see the nurse practitioner there, Lydia. I really like her, but the communication in the office is what I don't like right now. If that doesn't get better, then I'm gonna go elsewhere. But I do like the nurse practitioner so far. I mean, she's really thorough and really, I mean, I do like her. I just don't like the communication right now. I don't want to go back to Lafayette. The doctor that took over there, my mom still goes to, and she really likes him. And I've been there with her, and he is, but I just hate the drive. I just hate driving to Lafayette. And I don't know any doctors in Kokomo. That's not far, but what did Mary say? I'm still recovering. I had to sleep. Oh, you just had it? Well, good job, Mary. And you know what? I was originally supposed to get the gastric bypass, but because I was a smoker, my doctor, I had Dr. Diaz. Where did you have yours done? Well, you don't have to tell me that, because I'm not sure of your area, but I had mine done in Carmel. And he knew I wasn't going to quit, probably. So that's why he suggested the sleeve, because of ulcers. And I already had gastric problems anyway. So that's why I had the sleeve. And you may hear different stories where you don't lose as fast with the sleeve as you do the gastric. Well, I lost a lot faster than some people did with the gastric. I weighed 287 the day of, and now I fluctuate. Well, my lowest has been 119. I after drinking all kinds of cranberry juice because of my UTI, I got up to 130, and I was very upset. The last time I weighed myself, I was 128. I fluctuate. When I get to 130, I get really upset because you know yourself, since you've had this surgery, you have it set in your mind at a certain weight. You never want to go, because you never want to go back there again. But good job, Mary. I did it for my grandkids. I really did. I was very unhealthy. Well, hello, IVR. So that's how we do it now, guys. Or Ivy Rose, IVI. I was hoping we'd see you, Ivy Rose. Oh, Well, hello, Kim. I didn't see you. See, I get talking. I don't see people coming in. Thank you all for being here. Um, so I'm not sure who suggested this last night. Chris is not here. This is Tuesday? What day are we on? Tuesday, right? Yes. Okay. And Lafayette, hey there. Chris is here. I see him. Okay. So, somebody, I don't know who, mentioned one of the cases, if we would all watch a case on unsolved mysteries and then cover that. So I was talking to somebody last night. She happened to catch the last part of my live, and she said she thought that would be a good idea. And I'm like, oh, that would be a great idea. And I said, who said? She says, I can't remember, but I just remember seeing it. That'd be a great idea. So, well, we can do that, Ivy. Maybe we'll do that Thursday, but today I watched, they've only got 6 episodes on there. It's called Volume 1, 6 episodes. I hope they go further. I hate there's no post on there, but that's okay. I watched one today. I can't remember what episode it is, but it's called No Ride Home. It's about Alonzo. I can't remember the last name now, but it's called No Ride Home. I broke down and cried even watching it. They think it's a hate crime, and the family is still searching for answers. And so I would like for you guys to watch that, and we discuss it tomorrow night. I have Bible study. I'm going to schedule for 9, but my pastor likes to get it over with by 8 or 8:30. So watch for notifications, because if I get home early, I'll go live if nobody else is. And if we run over, I'll go live as soon as I get home. But yeah, maybe we can do the Ray Rivera case next. I know you guys are wanting to, but I watched that one today and it just really got my heart. But whoever suggested that, yes, it's on Netflix. It's called No Ride Home. I'm not sure if there will be a link for that crime, but I'll check and see. But it's on Netflix, and then under Unsolved Mysteries. Well, hey, Jerry. Have I missed anybody else coming in? I hope not. So, and then I need to apologize because when I made my little spew last night, I was not directing that towards my co-YouTuber's channel, and it may have sounded like I was, towards that channel that happened on. So I didn't mean for that. The activities that took place, I wasn't meaning that towards her channel. I just wanted to make that out. So, okay, so yeah, you can sign up, Chris, and get a month free. Or sometimes you can find it on, some of these shows you can watch on Google for free if you Google the episodes. I'm not sure about that. Well, you can watch Netflix on your phone or computer or tablet, Chris, because I do that at night sometimes in bed. That is one thing about Netflix. You shared the link in here, share? Christine, you are just the sweetest person. No, I didn't hear about that, Mary. That's sad. Was it an accident? I know, Lafayette. I can sleep with one on or off. Okay, crime. Well, hey, West. How you doing, darling? Thank you, Lafayette. That's okay, Bree. Man, it's making national news. It was in my town. I don't think so. Not an accident. Oh, that's sad. Kurtz admitted that prosecution said they was going to charge him with something but not homicide because they didn't have enough evidence. It is heartbreaking that, I mean, these young kids are shooting young kids and or adults are shooting young kids. And yeah, I saw it, share. However, I don't agree with everything that was said in there. I heard her say that they're probably going to charge him with the Delphi murders. I don't think they are. He's not going to shock the community. Yeah, the parents should be. Hello, crime. I don't think so either, Chris. But We'll find out someday, and I hope someday is very, very soon. Got mad at his brother, apparently, playing cop and robbers, and the brother wouldn't listen to him. Oh my goodness. Ugh. That's scary and sad, and the parents were arrested. Because, I'm not against guns at all, but I'm very much for gun safety. You know, our grandkids don't even know that we have guns. They don't know we have them. Therefore, they have no idea where they are. They are very safely put up. And I think that's the way it should be in all households. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, whether, I mean, kids may know, they may find out, but they should be safely put up in somewhere where the kids don't know. First and last litter. Aw. What? I don't know. I mean, but they do it. In his couch. Oh my goodness. Right, Lafayette, and that's the way it should be. Oh, is that the link you were talking? Or you were? Oh, yeah, yeah. I need to send you a link, Crime. Okay, hold on, hun. Sending it to your messenger. There you go, darling. Should have it, Crime. I know when I had a cat and had a litter, she always, well, she only did it once, I think, maybe twice. I remember I got upset with her too. She ran off and snuck off and hid in the closet and had her babies. I didn't even know it till the next morning. I remember that too. We were out in the living room. I was sitting on the floor and she come up and rubbed beside me, and then I looked at her and I was like, oh, she's all skinny. She had her babies. That is terrifying, Ivy. Okay, thanks, Chris. I'm cold. I gotta turn this fan the other way, guys. Then I'll get hot probably. I don't know if it's cooling off outside or what, but it's getting cold in here. Yeah, there is. Thank you all for coming. Oh, there's Crime. There she is. Welcome, Crime and Innocence. Thank you for coming on.
Hello, of course I'm here. Where else would I be? I have I I have an update on that case from here in Florida, Polk County.
Right. And
So
the federal judge?
um yes.
Okay.
I found something on that. I truly tried to get to it all today. But so for the 3 guys that were murdered in the woods on the fishing trip here,
Yes, so sad.
very
Whoops.
sad. So the update is they have a suspect. An arrest warrant's been issued, and it was over a girl. It was personal.
Oh, really? A girl did it?
No, it was over a girl.
Oh, so it was over that affair?
Yeah. Well, they were done. How do I say this? They were so the girl had dated the guy who they actually are arresting for the murders. She had dated him, but he was violent. And so she got out of that and went and met the younger guy, the 24-year-old, the youngest one. He was the intended victim. And so they were dating, and then this guy, it just erupted in violence, went after, killed the guy.
So, okay.
Did you catch it all?
Yeah, but let me clarify.
Okay.
So it was a guy that
I'll
killed.
have names. They're not releasing some of the names. And so I'm going by the girl, the guy, like they're not releasing the names. So
Okay, but it was a I keep talking over you. I'm sorry, guys. That's why it sounds like that. But it was a man that killed them over a girl. Or was it
yes.
a girl? Okay. Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
This,
Wow. And he killed them all to leave no witnesses,
well,
probably, right? Or was it just a whole
that's what
total
the
rage?
this was just breaking news today. So what they've said and is that the hold on, I gotta think. So what happened is the younger guy showed up first. He was already there. The like probably within 10 minutes, they said the other 2 guys in the truck, his friends, drove up 10 minutes later. So they probably walked up into a mess.
Mm,
So I think, like you said, I think they took them out because they're witnesses.
right. Yes, Lafayette. One was the father's son was still alive, right, when he got there for a little bit.
Yes. Yes. So what happened is the 24-year-old, I should have put their names up on my screen or something, but the 24-year-old, so the youngest of all of them, he was the one that was the target. And he was basically, the guys obviously thought he was dead, but he called his dad. His dad ran out of the house really fast. It's about 10 minutes from where they live. So this is like in their home area. It's 10 minutes away. So the dad got there and the son was still alive, but the dad forgot his phone in such a rush to get out the door. And I would think, and I kind of talked about this a little bit when I did this story, I think maybe the dad had a little bit of shock, because why didn't he just call his son's phone? Why didn't he? Because he ran to the store and called 911 from there and then ran back. When he got back, his son was gone.
Yeah. So he had, I mean, he obviously, he just wasn't thinking straight. He was in a total panic.
Exactly.
Now,
But it seems like, go ahead.
I was just going to say, now you said they do have a warrant for these, for the person.
So far, it looks like one guy.
Okay. Oh, man. I'm telling you, this world just keeps getting more evil and evil.
The 27-year-old called his dad. Chris, I thought it was the younger guy. By the way, Angie, I'm trying to think of I thought it was the younger guy. I'm going to have to look it up. But I thought it was the younger one. Ivy Rose, yes, there was right now, but they know who the suspects are. Okay, so I was wrong. Sorry about that. So it was the 27-year-old. And I'm going to tell you for sure, one of those guys had 9 children. He left behind 9 children.
Wow. That's sad.
It is, isn't it? Thank you, Chris. Thanks for letting me know that. I was thinking it was the younger. But since we're talking about you, Chris, I've been so busy watching all these links you send me. See, I get the names messed up. No. I love him because he sends me all the kid ones. I was like, oh wow, I don't even have to go look.
Yeah, I was trying to look and see. All I see is something from 10 hours ago, and at that time they didn't have any arrests or any hint yet. But that was just 10 hours ago.
Right.
It's just sad. I just feel so bad. Well, I feel bad for all the families, but that dad, to just find them that way, and then
Right. Well,
shit.
because it was so brutal, you knew it had to be.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, people, there's just, okay, guys, I'm going to say the word signatures.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that there was just one person involved because.
Oh, no, there was more than one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No,
because they
they're saying there's more than one, but
okay.
but they have the arrest out for the primary. So he's going to want to weasel his way out, um, and turn his buddies in, I'm sure, to get less time. If you can do that with 3 murders.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Ooh, that's
they
going to
said they
be
were
an interesting court case.
because they
Sharon, we got to be ready. Want to go to court? Go to the courthouse?
that 9 kids, but they well, was that one married? Because it could have been stepkids too.
Right, right. No, it didn't say. It just said 9 children.
Um, but yeah, because I was just thinking because they said they were beaten before they were killed, so it would had to have taken more than one person. That's sad. Sharon said, yes, if I'm well enough. Yeah, but how could one person take
Yeah.
on 3 men, Chris? That would be kind of
Well, the
hard.
first one was on his own. He was there by himself. So if he took, got to him quicker and surprised him, right, Wombat? Over a girl. One of these cases. But yeah, one of the young, I thought it was I'll have more information for you. But that was breaking news today that they know who it is. They have a warrant out for his arrest.
It's just what people do these days. How crazy. I mean, what people will kill over these days, you know?
I know. Well, but the gentleman who, oh, wait, did I say gentleman? The presumed innocent until proven guilty, POS, is just a POS.
And then I wonder sometimes
I
after
just,
they do it, do they think to themselves, what did I just do? How am I? I know some of these people don't, ones that are, you know, that kill, don't, because they always think they're going to get away with it. But some of
right,
these
right.
others, they do this in a fit of rage and they ruin their lives forever.
Yep. And all these families and all
Yes.
these children that have to grow up without a father. I'm not,
Yeah.
you know, um, yeah, the murders actually, I think it's going to come out, but he's got quite a history of violence. So they got a tip, within, I think he said the first day they had gotten a tip that just put the whole thing in motion. It took that one tip. And then they thought it was this person, but then figured out that the other one had an alibi. So there's just no way. So it's interesting. Interesting. We just, who kills 3 people? And why kill the other 2? Who does it? It makes you think, where do you just snap? I mean, there's just anger. People are just so angry right now.
I know. I don't, I just, I try to, you know, I
I
try to,
visualize I
yeah,
visualize puppies. That'll get me back. But there's just so much anger. And like, people think they own things and they have the right to them. And if they can't have them, nobody else can. Really, just take yourself out. Save us all the trouble. Oh, it just makes no sense.
Yeah. I'm trying to look through the comments.
Oh, I'm glad you are.
I know it is so hard, when we're talking. I miss comments all the time. Because you're usually in there, and I'm chit chatting, and then I get carried away and I feel so rude to my community. They're so wonderful.
Sharon, he is
I'm trying to
really
see what
good.
Chris Nico
Sorry.
said. Piece of shit is more like it, or POS. The collateral damage of a man's wounded ego is scary. Yeah, that's right on, Christine. And a woman's sometime too, though. I mean, it's surprising sometimes what women can do too. If you've
Oh, I
watched
know.
documentaries and stuff, and I mean, women can be just as evil. I mean, take the, I don't want to go off topic, but I have to bring Ashley Garth up in this. She is a liar in and out. That is one thing that I know Garrett Kurtz is telling the truth about. Ashley Garth was just as, her DNA is all over everything. And that's why I'm glad they're giving her a polygraph, although I know for a fact those things don't work all the time. And they're not, I know Tippecanoe County don't use them. They're not admissible there. They don't use them. The police use them, but they can't use them in court. So,
Wow.
I hope this one that she's taking is good and it works.
Late.
I'm just not happy about that situation. Okay, I just think she's just as guilty as he is, and she should do just as much time. But that's my opinion. That's all I have to say about it. Like, well, I guess in some states they are, Chris. I didn't know that, but I know a lot here in Indiana they're not. I definitely know in Tippecanoe County they're not. I can't believe in that county they are. I think they just want to more than anybody nail Garrett. I'm not trying to make him look good, but I think that's their main goal, to go after him instead of any of the others. And if, Ashley has said all these things to make them, then, if you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
But I know she's just as guilty. I know she is.
Oh, I think
I know
they
she is.
all should go.
And I do. You guys know how I feel about that too. I mean, I'm livid. I am livid. If somebody is right there and watching it go down and don't do a darn thing, then by God, they're just as guilty. I am sorry. Rant over. But
Yes,
I
Chris.
think, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Chris, I did. I knew the victims' names. I just didn't know the perpetrators' names yet. And I do, if I can just add in real quick, Ange.
Sure.
I really, in my personal opinion, okay, and I'm going to state this on your channel to protect you. This is a...
Hi, Ginger Doll. Sorry.
I think that everybody and anybody that was present at the time of the crime should do the time with them. Ooh,
Yeah.
I just rhymed. I do. I don't know about you, Angie, but I think they were all present. Nobody stopped it. Nobody stopped it.
No.
I mean, how do you stand and watch this being done? because I will tell you, if something was going on, I would jump in, even if it meant losing my life, you know? But I do
Exactly.
think if you are there, you're present, and they were all there, they were just on drugs, so they probably don't remember, no excuse, but they probably are going to have selective memory,
I
if you
think
know if you know
they
what
could
I mean.
use, yeah, they could use that as an excuse, but I think they do. Ivy Rose says, even if I were innocent, I wouldn't take. Right. And your lawyer would tell you not to take one. A lawyer would tell you that. Not to go off topic again, but everybody was making accusations. And I made a Facebook Live, and I mentioned this in there in defense of Mike Patty, because everybody was saying, well, he didn't take a polygraph. He didn't take a polygraph, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if he did or not, and it's really nobody's business whether he did or not. But I'm sure if he didn't, a lawyer would have told him not to. A lawyer will tell you don't take a polygraph
Right.
because they're not 100% accurate. So I don't know. This is just my opinion. I'm upset with the way this is going because she deserves as much as he does. They all do. But you know what? We're nobody. We can't do anything about it. Now, Ginger says Ashley is also responsible as he is. And then later on down, she says the effing DNA was there. Exactly. I mean, how can her DNA be all over anything? And what? I can't wait to hear what her story is. He forced her to help? Bull crap.
Right. Right. I mean, he would have had to hold a gun. I mean, according to him, and if you haven't heard the recording, right? Yet.
What recording? On the
Open
yes,
Secrets.
I've heard it. Yeah, I
Okay.
did.
She's just now releasing the third one, like
And
right now.
and the other thing is, and I'm not trying to bash her at all. I'm not.
Right. Right.
But somebody mentioned there that this could hurt. It could. I don't. It may could hurt the trial.
Right.
And
Right.
if he's involved, I'm going to say if. No, I believe 100% in my heart he has nothing to do with Delphi. But I don't know that 100%. What if he does? It could hurt that investigation.
Right.
But anything he's saying now or in the future when she's talking, it could maybe hurt Nicole's trial. It could maybe hurt Ray's trial. And or is any of this even admissible in court? I don't know. But somebody put that up on the channel.
Yeah, where's Christine? She's really good at that. Actually,
I mean, she's good at getting him talking and stuff.
yeah.
But could it hurt the cases? That's a good point.
Right.
I mean, I'm not trying to bash her because I think she's trying to help. But
Right. No, no.
I don't know how it can affect the cases. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because although if it's in the tapes, the police, are going to hear it. And if something doesn't line up, it could create an issue. But if he's saying everything he told them when he first got in there, it's already been spoken. You know what I mean? It's already on paper. It's already out there.
Yeah.
But not to the public.
Guys, I'm sorry it's making that noise. I don't know why.
Hey, you can mute me when you're talking.
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with you except for when I talk when you're talking. But they said last night there was a noise that when I talked.
As long as you don't have a little buzzard over there and I have to wear it on my wrist, and every time I talk, you hit it.
Maybe
And
I'll have to.
Then I'll get shocked.
Maybe I will have to check into getting a microphone. No, I'm not getting one of those ones like Mel, though. That thing would drive me crazy. Now,
Oh, yeah, no. I found one I'm
my son,
looking for.
my son got a microphone. Well, I bought it for him for Christmas because he used to do music.
Oh,
And it was a nice microphone. And he didn't have to use none of that, well, that big old thing that Mel has. There's no way that would drive me crazy.
oh, yeah.
I'm surprised
That,
she can deal with it as OCD she is.
I know. Yep. Once in a while, I'll see her looking down to make sure she's not going to bump it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, Ivy Rose, do you think they'll have a trial for Ray? I hope so. I'm praying so. We're going to push for it.
I'm
But
hoping up to this point, I haven't heard anything about Ray
well,
on the tape, you know?
Right. She hasn't said anything questioning
No.
about that. I think she's taking her time, getting easing to that. But we know they're not going to do anything until they're done with Nicole. And they keep pushing that back. And what scares me is this stupid COVID thing. They're starting slowly again, and I'm afraid it's going to keep getting pushed back. But until they're done with Nicole, they're not going to do anything with Ray. But once they are done, that's when we gotta get on fire. That's when we gotta go after that prosecutor and push, push, push. Because we cannot let them not do anything. Because we know him and Ashley. Ashley's phone was there.
Well, and the issue I have about Ray's is they didn't even do a thorough investigation on that. They didn't. They missed stuff, right? I think I saw there was one or two things that the family found, but the police did not find it.
Yes, the family did more investigating than they did. And that's really why I don't think they want to push anything, because they're going to look like idiots. They botched it.
They did.
Yes, just like Ginger. Whoops, sorry. Ginger said, we do know that they were there and never did their jobs.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And the system failed you guys. They did. And they need to make it right with you all. And they need to go back and re-look at all that evidence and see what else they can come up with, because you can't murder somebody and just la-di-da and not be held accountable. You just can't.
Exactly.
In my world, obviously. In the real world, things happen,
So, anyways, y'all heard my opinion on that and my rant, and it's not going to change. So, let's go on to the big topic. The Maxwell, the Epstein, the federal judge.
Yes. So come to find out, the judge herself was just given a file probably like 3 days before the murders happened. She actually was doing a different type of cases. Like, I think she went from criminal to what did they say? I can't remember which one, but she was in one division and had just switched over to this was like her first case. She had 3 had gotten it 3 days before the murders happened. They're linking it to the person that they got. They're linking it to the Epstein thing. It is being linked. So they got the shooter, but I think we're gonna see some more coming up on this. But I'm glad they got the shooter, but we just have to be patient for the rest. But I have a feeling in my opinion, it's going to come with Epstein, Clinton, or somebody with big words. Maybe the judge knew something that people didn't think she knew, but it looks like they're linking it back to that, which people are dying all over from that. If I will tell you guys, even if I walked down the hall and waved at the guy, can't do it anymore, but if I did, I would run like really fast away from him. Everybody around him, I feel like it's a Valo case, you know? People are just dying everywhere. I mean,
Right.
who walks in and kills a husband and a son? Who does that? It's mind-boggling. And for what? To keep people's mouths shut? It's crazy stuff, guys. And just when we thought things were getting better in the crime world, it's crazy. It's scary stuff.
Right. I know.
So I do feel that we're gonna have more on it.
Welcome, Eyes on You. Oh, hey, Crime 476, family member.
Oh, okay, cool. I was just
on
gonna
your way
ask.
on your way to work. Okay. And Eyes on You've been here before, I think.
Okay.
But well, I think my mom and I were talking about it today, and she said she thinks it was like a warning, and I said, well, to scare her because they killed her son, so it's probably just going to make her more mad. It would me.
Yeah. Well, and the crazy thing is, the judge herself was in their basement at the time. She was downstairs in the basement. They didn't say what she was doing or anything. They just said she was in the basement when this all occurred. So she was in the house, but she wasn't. So I'm thinking the person shot them, and then if he would have searched the house, he would have found her.
Right.
But to get killed over having a file, I mean, unless the judge saw something. That's the only thing I can think of.
And probably did.
Right. Right.
I'm
And
sure.
maybe she started making phone calls. So, oh, also, not to flip back here, but I will for a second. For the Orlando one, the 3 guys that were murdered, possible Ellie involved in that too. So I will let you guys know.
In the killing?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
They're not releasing that part, but they said there's they said a lot more than possible, but I just said possible. All innocent until proven guilty, my friends.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 sides to that. I mean, there's those that let's see, how do I want to say this, that we really know are guilty, but we have to say that. And then there's those that trying to figure out how to say this because I don't want to sound contradictory because
I know.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm defending the bad guys, but there's those that are innocent too.
Right.
But really in a court of law, it's not really that way. You always have to prove you're innocent.
Yes, you do. And like triple the innocence. So can I answer Chris on his question? He said,
Sure.
you mean Polk County, right? And yes, I say Orlando because I'm on the other side of Florida, and we all say Orlando. Anywhere outside of the big old hoop we're in, we say Orlando. So that's why I say that. I know that it's a lot farther than that, but so yes, I meant Polk County. They named our first tropical storm. Yay!
Really?
Yep, possible hurricane. We're starting early. It's only July. We don't start until August. August to November.
I want to respond. I want to respond to West. The answer to that, West, is yes. But sometimes the courts play games when they still have to prove it, but sometimes they play games proving it. And I mean when they have all the evidence, and I mean true evidence that proves they are guilty, and they play games with the victims' families. And it's terrible for the victims' families, and it's terrible to watch that happen when you're advocating with them. It is. That was a good question, though, West. Thank you. I like storms, Crime, but I don't like it when my power goes out because of them. It's good sleep weather. I like it when it storms at night, although my one doggy, she's terrified of them. Believe it or not, my others aren't. Oliver, he barks at the thunder, but it doesn't bother him. Are you still here, Crime? Oh, you muted yourself. Okay. I think Crime is looking something up, guys. Okay, Wom.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Okay, Crime. Chris, thank you. Tongue-tied. Ginger says, Angie knows what our family has been going through, and they have treated us like we are the criminals. Yes, I have. I've been there through a lot of their court hearings up until now. They say nobody can be there. I've watched some tough things happen, things that just weren't right, and you wonder, whose side are you on? A lot of things just don't make sense, and yeah, pretty sad. Pretty sad.
I got to know Cher a little bit, and I can't even imagine. I mean, it's one thing. It's hard enough when you know they have the killer. They know who it is. They have them. and to see that one is out walking. Aren't two of them walking? Is Mathis out or
Mathis is out.
Yeah.
Mathis is out. Garth is out. What's her name? Jasmine's time's up, but I don't know if. I think Mel might have said she had some time to do for something else. Don't quote me on that. I know Talithia, I think, is doing some time elsewhere. So she's not in Newton County, but she hasn't been sentenced yet. So we don't know what she's saying about everything. And so I'm praying that maybe she will turn and tell the truth on both. But she's crazy from what I hear, so I don't know.
So now let's think about this. Now I'm gonna go outside my own box, okay?
Uh-huh.
What if it was planned to let her out? See what I mean? Watching, listening. Is it possible? I mean, what do you think?
Now, can you repeat that?
Yeah, maybe this LE has a plan behind all of that we don't know. Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Oh, are you there?
I'm here. I am looking at my mic settings.
Oh, okay. You scared me there for a minute. What do you think about that? About Ellie might be doing this on purpose. I mean, I'd like to know what Ginger and Cher think about that.
Yeah.
What if there is something that the public isn't aware of? Police do it all the time. If they can't get them to talk when they're in there, let them out. You know, they're bound to make their mistakes. Criminals aren't exactly smart all the time. I'm not saying they're not smart. I'm saying not all the time.
Yeah.
Some of them should just pull out their wallet and hand their license over because they give their identity away so quick. But
for some reason, it doesn't have my right mic in there, so that might be an issue. I did change it to a different setting, so I don't know if that helps any. Does it sound okay right now, or are you just getting that when I talk over crime? It doesn't have my integrated mic on there, and it should say that. For some reason, it has these other settings. I'll try to fix that for tomorrow, but I can't really fix it now without leaving and coming back, which I mean, I can do, but I don't want to.
at Ivy Rose, I believe you. I do think that may be an issue too. And in my opinion, it's not an excuse. There should be, especially when you are in a position of authority, there should not be that concern. And as we're seeing a lot more of it. But for the community itself, it's sad to me. Like, well, maybe it was a lover's quarrel. Well, that doesn't make it any less of a murder, you know? Yes, Ivy, I knew what you were saying.
Yes. Oh, you know what else? I might have my volume up too loud. I don't know that that would cause anything, but
Oh, I turned my volume down.
I
At
had it
Chris,
way up.
at Chris, guess what? I keep saying at sign. Dang it. Chris, Lake is mine. Do not send her any. She is mine. She does research for me. Sorry, Lake, I just outed you. Get away from my little research bug.
Except for when I do the Angie Barlow case again. She will come on for me.
Okay, all
I
right. I'll
claimed
let
her. But
I'll
that'll be a
let her.
while. That will be a while because she hasn't talked to the family for a while. So when she has communication with them, she'll let me know. There's nothing new happening, but I
Okay.
still would like to talk on it and just somehow, I just feel so bad for that family too. I mean, oh man, there's so many, there's so many families. I just feel, it's just,
Well, that's all right because we're gonna have a lovers' quarrel over Lake. So no, it's just I'm bringing a little bit of light. It's it just breaks. These families just we keep saying these families, the people like Cher, Ginger,
yeah.
parents, brothers, sisters, mothers. I mean, it goes on. These people are losing. And Chris, I did not mean that in a mean way. It was a joking way.
Cece says, I had trouble seeing his point at the time, but since so many have been found to be innocent through the years, I think I see it now, though as it is to swallow. Yeah.
Who's who's
I didn't
okay.
catch who you guys are talking about, but yeah, there's so many as you know, and that's what we were talking about the other night, and that's why I'm covering the Avery case. There are people that think he's guilty, but there's many that think he's innocent, and I am one of them. But I like to, and like I have asked people to send me cases of people that have been wrongfully convicted or supposed to, and that there's evidence to show that. I'd like to cover those as well, because if there's somebody in prison guilty or innocent, then there's somebody out there still doing those horrific crimes. Um, and those people, when they're exonerated, they can't get those years back. Nothing can give those years back to them. Not all the money that they get or anything can give them the time back with their families, anything.
Yeah. And the times they miss with their loved ones and
Chris.
I know.
Oh, Chris, we love you.
I know. Well, A West said, okay, so you get Lake and Nick to me. And I said, well, I can't give up Nico.
Hey, now, we might have to jump in the ring over Nico now.
See?
I've adopted Nico.
Oh my gosh.
Even though
We're
I found out how old he is, I've still adopted him as my son.
okay. Well, Lake is going to team up with me, so you better bring a buddy. No, we're fighting over. No, we're not.
No,
I love that we can share our people.
that's right, man. We're all in this together.
We really are. And what I like about our channels is we're not after subscribers. We are only because if we get to 1,000, there's like so many features that unlock. But other than that, we don't care about our subscribers. No, I'm just kidding. We love you guys. But we're more like I feel like we're all like a family, we're on like almost every night. So yeah, but it is nice and it is great when everybody shows up. I just hit 100 subscribers. I don't even know how I did it.
That yeah, I saw that.
How did I
You're,
do that?
you're
Well, maybe my friends.
you're past that actually.
I don't
The
know
other
how.
day. uh,
We got to get you there. All right, everybody, send it out. Share, share, share.
Oh, well, I'm past that. I'm like I think I'm at 6 something the last I looked, but I would like
Okay,
1,000. I just want that community tab, that's all I
I
want.
know
So
we
I
need.
can update or put little notes up, you know.
Nick, it's cool. I can handle all you lovely ladies.
Cece did make a good point. My dad was a prison guard. He would tell you that everyone in prison is innocent according to them, even if they aren't.
Right.
That's true.
Oh my goodness, Christine. Please tell me you're not going to try to do that.
I just saw that. What?
Yeah. I was trying not to laugh until you said, what?
Sharon said, "Well, get it done."
We'll write you. And actually, if you want to use one of your calls on me, I'll even pay for it.
Well, in Carroll County, yeah, you will get a charge for a joint. In Tippecanoe County, you will not. In Tippecanoe County, if it's under so many grams, 30, I think, you just
Oh,
get a
okay.
citation and you pay a fine. Carroll
Well,
County, you could have a bowl with just resin in it and you're going to jail.
right, right. Well, and it's interesting because about a year and a half ago, medical marijuana became legal here in Florida.
I don't want to hear about it, okay?
No,
Crime, I'm serious. Quit rubbing it in.
no, no, but it's still a federal crime. Federal overrides state.
Yeah, it is federal still. Well, Trump, though, not to be bringing in political, but he um, did try to ban that. I mean, take the federal ban off. You know that, right?
Great.
But I don't know why it's not. You know what gets me?
What?
Why does a man that is president of the United States, when he says he wants something done, why does it have to go through everybody else? I never did understand that. And maybe that's a stupid question, but it doesn't make no sense to me.
That's because the Senate can override any of his decisions.
Well,
So
it
it's
doesn't make
better
sense.
for him to play nice with the kids in the blue park and the red park.
Whoa, Cece.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
Dad
Oh.
was a guard on death
Oh,
row.
yes.
He guarded John Wayne Gacy, and Gacy swore to the. Oh, wow. Well, we know that was a lie. I mean, we know. But at the
Chris.
same time, just think about how many people went to death row that really was innocent. Not John Wayne Gacy, but just think how many.
Wow.
If you think about it, it's sad.
I mean, and it's crazy because there's some people that can be looking you point blank and lie to you and manipulate a situation. And you are totally blindsided by it. Totally. Because you would never imagine that person doing that. But it people are losing their minds. I don't There's so much violence right now.
Kurt's probably tell you all you want. Kurt's probably tell you. Are we trying to talk at the same time? Kurt's probably tell you all you want for free. Yeah, because that's how dumb he is. That's why I just cannot buy it that he done the Delphi murders. He's too dumb. He's too sloppy. The only way he could have is if he had some serious, serious help. Because it was way too clean. Because that's the issue of why this murder is not solved. It's a forensic issue. They know who it is. Why do you think they keep saying they need someone to place them there? And the last piece of the puzzle. I mean, they've said they have DNA, but they don't have enough.
So did you see earlier when I posted what a latent fingerprint was? Did you see that when I posted it in caps?
No, I didn't. I probably when I walked away.
Oh,
Because
hold on. I'm gonna you okay if I paste it here? It's
Are you allowed to, while you're on here with me, can you pull things up or no?
yeah, I'm on a totally different page now.
Okay. Because if you want to, you can. If that is what you want to do. Or if you just want to put a link in, you can, but I can't hit it. I can't click on it.
Oh, I know you can't, but I can read it out loud once I post. Oh, where are you? Hold on.
Okay.
Where are you? Where'd you go? Don't run. Okay.
No, he did, Ivy. For real. It's been a year or two. You didn't see that come out? He really did. Marijuana is not a drug. They say it is, but it's not. They've got it listed up there with cocaine. That's BS.
Okay, so here's what I found on it. Latent fingerprint. This is what is kind of what they're saying, the type of DNA. But you have to remember that we don't know what DNA. It's only rumored. So to me, I'm just posting what latent DNA is so that you can see. Latent fingerprint is a fingerprint. Oh, can you read it?
No.
Okay. Latent fingerprint is a fingerprint left on a surface by deposits of oils and or perspiration from the finger. It is not usually visible to the naked eye, but may be detected with special techniques such as dusting with fine powder and then lifting the pattern of powder with transparent tape. That's what that means, latent fingerprint.
Huh. That's interesting. Oh, I can see it where you typed it in. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't know you did that. I'm sorry. I was typing something to Ivy
You
because I was
are
apologizing. I was apologizing to Ivy because I forgot to send her an article
Oh, okay.
about
No worries. It's your show, sweetie. I'm following you.
West.
Oh my gosh, Christine.
West's emojis cracked me up. She said, shocked. What did
Hey,
Christine say now?
weed is a plant, and if you happen to catch it on fire, there could be side effects like being super happy and hungry.
Tylenol murders.
Ivy Rose, you may be able to just use CBD on your dog. I used to, I put oils on my dogs all the time. But CBD is really good for them, and especially if you're a dog with cancer, it's really, really good for that. I'll tell you guys, I take CBD every single day, the regular CBD, no THC. Um, I do it every day, and I'm a happier person because of it. Of course, I did start over the weekend, Angie. Um, since I'm not on my channel, I can say it, but let's just say Thursday didn't go so well at work. I didn't play nice with the kids in the park.
Well, I just know how well, it helps with Parkinson's, it helps
It
with
does.
glaucoma, and I have seen personally, I know of 3 people that it
Oh,
did cure cancer with, and one person was told he had 4 months to live. And he went all the meds the doctor gave him, and
yeah.
he switched over to that,
Well, you
and
guys know
his
that.
tumor shrunk clear down, and his doctor was like amazed, right? He thought their treatment, what they did, and he's like, no, you want to know what did this? And he's cancer free. So
That's so amazing. Wow.
I just know that.
Well, I can tell you that, I mean, I kind of started my channel around the same time. I started taking the just at night. I take the one with the THC in it. Oh my gosh, it's the best sleep I've had. Now, I will tell you, it makes me a little loopy sometimes. When I first started taking it, it wasn't so pretty.
Yeah,
Um,
I know.
those cute little monkeys jumping around. Um, but my legs are so, I'm on my legs all the time. You know, when you're teaching, you're not sitting. You're always at one kid or another kid, you're squatting down. And so by the time I get home, my legs are swollen, and I'll take one and I'll lay, sit down, and oh my gosh. And I'm going to say something really funny here, okay? I don't know if it's because it makes you feel so loopy that you don't care you have pain, but it sure feels much better, so I don't care. But I'm a happier person on it, much happier. I don't know how it happened, but within 5 days, my mood started to brighten more.
Yeah. Well, I got the CBD um, from the hemp farm in Crawfordsville, and believe it or not, I mean that stuff was wonderful, and it is legal, and it has more THC in it than what you get from most of the stores, and definitely more than you get from the gas stations.
Right.
And I mean, and believe it or not, when I smoked it, um, I got a brownie, um, too. But when I smoked it, I did feel, I would say, I don't know if I want to call it like a buzz or just but the buzz part of it wasn't like smoking marijuana, and it didn't last long, maybe 5 minutes, but it really helped with my pain, and
Yeah.
nothing helps with my neuropathy in my hand. Nothing. Um, Other than that or marijuana.
That's what
Um,
I've gotten to with my legs. They hurt so like I have red ants biting them.
I mean, they put me on gabapentin, which all that did was make me tired, so I could only take it when I'd go to sleep at night. So I don't know if it helped or not, because I was sleeping. So
Right.
I quit taking that. They had me on pain pills, just 2 a day, prescribed. And I've been on those the same amount for seems like forever. Do I take 2 a day? Rarely.
Yeah.
There's some days I don't take any. But they don't help my hand. Nothing helps my neuropathy except for marijuana, which I'm in Carroll County, so that's a no for me. And then when I was able to find that CBD from that hemp farm, it's amazing. And
Yes.
it has hardly any THC, but it has a little more than, it has 0.03, I think, or either that it's 0.3, where everywhere else has 0.03 or 0.003. I can't remember, but it has more than. But it's amazing.
Right. Oh yeah. I
Well,
feel a
hello,
lot better.
Edward.
And I'm
Hi,
making
hi. I'm sorry, Crime. I don't
no,
mean to talk over you.
no, go ahead, talk.
I just see new people coming in, so I'm saying hello to Edward. Hello to Ohio. Did I miss anybody else? And I know I'm missing the comments because we talk. Ginger says, I believe if they legalize it, then everyone would be a lot happier. Well, I think it could help with addiction with some people. I don't know about everybody, but I think it could with some people. I know it has with some people. I don't believe it's a gateway drug, except with some people that have had addiction problems in the past. But I'm not talking about all people that have had addiction problems in the past. Just for some, that's not enough. So for some, like my son, I don't think he should ever smoke it because I think it may be gateway for him. That's just my opinion. But I'm not speaking of all addicts because I know some that's just fine for them, you know. But I do not think it's a gateway drug as a lot of people claim, like, well, if you smoke pot, then it's going to lead to other things. No. My brother is a total pothead, and I don't mean pothead in a bad way. That's just a term. My uncle has been a total pothead his whole life, and that's the only thing he's ever done. That's the only thing my brother's ever done. And they've never touched another drug in their life. I don't believe it's a gateway drug. That's just things that medical people throw out there, and then people hang on to that and run with it and believe it. You know, that's my opinion, though.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Hey, can I ask Ivy Rose? There's also some evidence that it can lead to schizophrenia in people who have those genes. What is that, Ivy? I might have missed it when you were reading it. I was alive when the Tylenol murders happened. I was like crazy when Ronald Reagan was shot and killed. Or no, shot. I was on a school bus. I was like 8 years old, and I remember that day. What can make, oh, marrow. Oh, yes. And actually Angie knows, and some of you guys know because we joke about it now, but it wasn't funny when it happened. But there's different strands, and because I take a capsule, I do it in the pills. I used to be a smoker, and I'm afraid if I smoke it, it'll take me back to smoking. So I decided for me, the best thing that would work is a capsule. So I did get a e-vape from it too. I do have one of those, but I won't use that. I mean, I like the capsule because I just take it, and mostly at night. But this one night, because I didn't know what strain, I bought all three and thought, oh, I'll just try one this night, another this night, and another one. Well, first night went pretty good. I was like, oh, okay. It just helped me feel better and sleep. And so the next night I took one of I took the indica the first night, and then the second night I took the hybrid indica, which I'm learning, by the way. At the time I didn't understand the difference, but it's just less. The hybrid means there's a little bit of sativa, whatever they call it, in there, and indica mixed. So I took that one, and that one raised my heart rate a little much and made me a little weirded. I was like, yeah, I don't think that one will work. And then the third night, the funny night, was my husband had to come in and tell me there really was no monkeys in my room because I was hiding from them.
Well, I think it's the, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm going to ask Nico. I think the indica is the one that relaxes you more.
Yes.
And the sativa is the one that will give you a little energy.
Yep, that is correct. So when you get the one with the mix, they call it hybrid.
Okay.
When they mix them. But so needless to say, I went back to the place and I said, by the way, this one makes me see monkeys. I don't want it. But I laugh about it now, but it was pretty creepy, guys.
I prefer the, if I could smoke, if I'm going to be up doing things, or watching TV, or reading my Bible. And this might seem strange to you guys, but I prefer the sativa. But I notice when, like, I'm reading the Bible, I mean, and it's like you just really, and my son told me this a long time ago, like, you just get into the word more, and you can, it does make you think more. Marijuana makes you think and think and think and think. But if I'm going to go to sleep, if I need to sleep, then I prefer the indica. Now with the CBD, I can't remember. I don't think it really says the strains. It just has different names. And I had to figure it out on my own, which was which. And and there's nights where for some reason I can't go like right to sleep. And it is usually when I have to get up early for something. For some reason, I can't sleep. I can take my night meds and I can't. And so I'll go and take a couple hits of my CBD and then I'm fine.
Wow.
And I have ADD too, Ivy. But it also helps, marijuana helps with depression, anxiety. I mean, it helps with so many things. And I think if anything I think right now, with everything going on in this world, they should legalize it. And Governor Holcomb, we have some good senators that have tried to get this passed, and he's said, no, not until there's more research done. But see, Marion County has made it legal, less than so many grams. Tippecanoe County's that way. Other counties are that way. And it's like, how can you do that and not make it statewide? I really believe, though, and I do want Governor Holcomb to remain our governor, because the person that's running against him, I just don't think it's going to work out. And I do think the next time it goes through, I think he will pass it, because I think he realizes, especially with everything going on, because I don't think it's going to get better, guys. I think it's going to get worse. And I don't want to get all religious on you, but anybody that has read the important parts of the Bible, you're watching it unfold right now. It's been foretold and it's happening. That's just some of my 2 cents, 5 cents.
No, I think it's good. I agree. I agree with you.
Ivy, I'm sorry, Crime. I keep talking over you. I'm sorry.
Talk over me. Go ahead. I'll be quiet.
Well, Ivy said another good point. She said, and it sucks because in most states you can't have a gun. Yeah, they're trying to do that too. They're trying to ban guns. They've tried to do that here in Indiana. They've not been able to. I forget what kind of gun they're trying to ban now here in Indiana. Oh, anything more than 10 rounds.
Well, that's what they did here. Well, I take that back. In Florida, my husband just bought another gun because we were worried about that and about it getting locked down and you can't get it. And, so we were like, nope, if we're going to invest in it, we need to do it now. So, and we already had one. Now we have 2. Oh, and Christine, by the way, Florida, they don't have gummies here. That's not legal.
What?
The gummies, they're illegal here in Florida.
They are?
They are. You can find really pretty much everything else but the gummies and the candy. You can't get it. It's candy, but you can't get it, not legally.
Hey, Radar. Well, Christina says, oh no, Ivy Rose says, Christine, in one of the northwestern states, they made a step forward in making shrooms legal. Oh, wow. Now, see, I don't agree with that. That's dangerous. My son, when he was younger, him and his friends went and they ate some of those doggone things. And then he went off by himself. Now, I'm going to tell you a story, and this is truth. And he came home and started reading the Bible. And he was sitting there reading the Bible, and then at that time, I had a cockatiel, and which could talk, but not a whole lot. Well, I can't remember what he thought that bird was saying to him. Anyway, he freaked out. He ran outside. We lived in a subdivision. There was some Mexicans that lived down the road, and some Mexicans, a lot of them lived together, and they did. So they were all outside just talking. And anyway, he thought they were uh, evil demons. He took his belt off and started chasing them. I mean, he's lucky they didn't whoop his butt, but I think they knew he was on something. Then he started stripping his clothes off. My boy was running around naked. He was hallucinating. And then he ran in somebody else's house. Well, most of our houses looked alike on the inside, some form or fashion. Well, that guy knew something was wrong with him, but he had his kids there. So he hurried up and put my son in his laundry room. Well, then my son freaked out because he thought he was in the same house. He took off again. He ran out in back of his house, which then was the freeway. He ran out in front of a car going 70 miles an hour. I'm at work. I get a phone call, and I hear how he was found. All these things are going through my head. And the doctor was telling Daniel, what was going on and stuff, and trying to figure out what was in his system because he couldn't figure. And Daniel says, I ate shrooms. And he says, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what and my pastor was there. He goes, it's your today's modern psychedelic acid. But do you know my son only got a broken hand out of that? Acid
Wow.
is dangerous. Acid is dangerous today. Mushrooms are dangerous. I don't think they should legalize that. Wow. That's just my opinion. Ginger, you're right. Too much hate in the world. Cece says, Ange, and true to word, if you read the back of the book, you'll know how it ends. Yep. Yes, Cece.
I was typing, but I'm just gonna say it because I type too much. And it won't post.
I know. It only lets you post so much.
I know. I wanted to answer to Running Fox. I understand that medications are very dangerous. I get it. But I have to tell you, I was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis, in 2013. And there are days I can't get out of bed. And I'm in bed all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I want her to know is I work very closely with the doctor in regulating this. And yes, I joke about the monkeys, but you don't know until you try the different brands in this how it's going to affect you, because it affects everybody differently. So I do recommend people work with their doctors on it. But I didn't want her to think that I'm like a druggie, because I am not.
Right.
I do it for medicinal purposes. I went through, are you kidding? I paid over $600 in one day for the doctor's visit. Your insurance company doesn't cover it. So it's all out of pocket. And I paid the $600, went through the training, went to see the nurse. Then from the nurse, I went to the doctor and I have to renew it here in Florida every 7 months. It's going to be about $300 every 7 months. So I think that I want to be careful. I'm not encouraging drugs, but for people with autoimmune, and that pretty much covers everything: fibromyalgia, all the stomach stuff, gastritis, Crohn's, all of that kind of stuff. It goes under that umbrella for medicinal purposes. I do support it. And you can ask any of my family. I would be the last person that they would think that was doing medical marijuana to help. But people think of it as I'm sitting there smoking it. And no, I'm taking the capsule form. So you get this, I'm doing the same stuff, but it's just definitely, I would much rather, I don't know if Running Fox is still here, but she had put a post in stating that it was, it doesn't matter, it's all dangerous. Well, yeah, of course it is. And I know the chance I take every time I take a capsule, but I also can't, I don't have a life if I'm not doing it. And I just started it this last month. So for 2 years, I've done nothing, no pain pills, no nothing. I had gotten so addicted to the pain pills that it was affecting my personal life. And I don't feel that way with the marijuana. I don't feel like it's an addiction for me. I feel like I'm using it to help my pain because you just can't, after a while, it's exhausting to always be in pain. But why should I be when God created this plant that brings me happiness? Why wouldn't I? Right, Ange?
Right.
But I didn't want it to sound mean in the writing, so thank you for letting me answer that. I don't
sure.
I don't think
And
she's here anymore, but
who?
Radar, I do the capsules. I do the indica. The stativa made my heart rate go way too fast, and I have a murmur. So that was, we decided that was not a good one. I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest. I hate trying things that I don't know that how it affects you. And, but
So, hi, Bobby, and I'm so sorry that you're having a bad day, and you're in my prayers. And I want Edward. I'm going to be praying for you. And I also wanted to say to Ivy Rose that I'm going to go back up here and take this off.
what
I don't
happened
really,
with
I,
Edward?
I don't really know how to say it without, but I just want to apologize for, I know you were hurt earlier, but some people do need medicine. Okay, they do. I have to take medicine every day, and and I'm not. There's no shame in my game. I'll say it. I have to take medicine. I see a therapist. I see a psychiatrist, and I think there's more shame in not admitting that you need that. So I just wanted to say that to you, Ivy Rose, because we're not alone. There's a lot of people that need medicine every day. Um, you know, the majority of this world is depressed, and probably now more than ever. Um, so I just wanted to say that to you. Okay, Adam, thank you for coming. Have a good night. And I wanted to say something to somebody else, I thought. Oh, I wanted to tell Nico. He's done a great job, and I'm very proud of him. So,
Yes.
Yeah. And Edward, don't panic yet. Wait till you get the, yeah. So that's what we're praying for Edward. He's waiting on some answers.
Oh, thanks, Ivy. I know Ange appreciates that. She said this is one of the best groups.
Oh,
We love our Ange.
well, we try, Ivy. We try. I know we make mistakes in here sometimes, because none of us are perfect.
No.
So, but yeah, I mean, we just got to keep, I mean, you know, I mean, we need to keep, like the cases we cover, I mean, our prayer list is huge, I know, but
Oh, we love our
try to
God.
remember, I mean, I know we're all
Hi, Carol. Carol.
praying, but try to remember Nicole's family and Cher's family in your daily prayers. I want this done. I want Nicole's case over with, but I want it done right. But I want it done, so we can move on and get the fire to lit for Ray. And of course, the Delphi case, whatever they are missing, which I know they are, but I mean, I just want it solved, Oh, hey, Carol. Hope you're doing well too.
You never know. Maybe a crime sleuther will solve some of these cases. Never know.
It has happened. They pushed it back to October now, Ivy. They just keep pushing it back, and like I said, it's scary because they're starting to. I mean, they haven't locked anything down here yet, and I mean, I hope they don't, but I mean, it just looks like, they pushed school back a week. And, honestly, I would rather them go virtual in school than have the kids wear masks, because I just don't think it's healthy for the kids, for them to, I saw where 2 kids, I think it was China, but still, I can see this happening, them having to wear masks during gym and running and playing and, having a heart attack or a stroke or
Yep.
something serious happening to them. And
Oh, I'm wearing one 6 hours a day now in our classroom, and I'm telling you, it's awful. Awful. I mean, even at the hospital, they can take theirs off, when they switch rooms, but we have to have them on. Now, the kids, we don't. It's up to the parents, because in my opinion, that's a parent's choice. That should not be the government saying, by the way, put mask on them. We don't know the long-term effects of people wearing these masks. And I don't know.
Ivy, I know there's no word. There hasn't been for a long time Um, I'd love some kind of an update. I mean, the last thing we did here was an interview with Tobe about the fingerprint, right? Isn't that the last thing we heard?
Yes. Confidential informant.
Wow.
How'd you
What a
hear
name.
about Angie's channel?
Thank you for coming, but what do you got? I like your name, so you must have some news for us.
Yeah, right.
I smoke marijuana every day. It's a great feeling. I used to sell it back in my college days. Yeah, my uncle did too. He
I'm
sold it
thinking
too.
they're real and not a bot.
Yeah.
Because that would be really funny if a bot did that.
I like that name.
I do too.
But
Yeah.
what
That's a
comes with that name, confidential informant? You got some info for us?
I love how you
I'm
say that.
joking with you.
Bring it on.
Thank you for coming. Carol says, Truth and Justice Channel, are all the pushbacks for the case due to the virus or other legal issues? Masks are compulsory here now because cases are increasing, big fines if you don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because of the virus, Carol. They're pushing them back everywhere, pretty much. Good night, Cece. Thanks for coming, hon.
The surgeons wear a different type of material. Just, I know you guys are saying that it's probably not an issue because surgeons can wear their masks. Well, that's a different type of material they have. Those are made for them to be able to breathe, make them breathable. They're not trying to keep the germs out, they're trying to protect the patient when they put those masks on. It's so if the surgeon was around something or anything, or maybe he's sick, that's why they wear them. And that's why the mask, they're requiring them now. It's not to protect other people, it's to protect us. So sorry, got off on a tangent.
But those are just those blue masks, right? Crime. Those are
Oh,
just those,
I'm
those
sorry.
are.
I was reading Ivy Rose.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry about
Those
that. Go ahead.
those are just those blue masks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
they don't.
I'm telling you guys, I wear them. The only time we can take ours off is if we go out for recess. And they're hot. We're
Yep.
all, you should see me and my staff. We're all like, you're sweating. When I'm trying to read to the kids, I have to I have to hold my mask out because they can't even hear me. It's like, oh, and I know that there's face shields, but because I wear glasses, it's people at work, they cut the eyes out for the glasses, but I'm not sure that's protecting. When you don't have that seal there, that worries me.
Well, according to the CDC, I posted it and it came from the CDC website. None of those masks are good or protect for the virus. It's on my Facebook page if anybody wants to see it. I mean, it might be down a ways by now, but I wore that mask to my doctor's office and I couldn't hardly stand it. I mean, it is hard to breathe. It fogs my glasses up and
Oh yeah, the fogging of my glasses. By the way, anybody that wears glasses, if you have to wear a mask, this works. I had to do it at school. You put toothpaste on your lenses, and not the scratchy kind, just a regular cheap toothpaste on it. There's a coating on it, and then you rinse off the toothpaste, and it puts a nice coating on that protects it from the cold and the hot so they don't fog up. And I tried it and actually could see today. Yes, Lake, thank you.
Right, Wes. I see that too. Everywhere. Chris,
Yes,
Chris.
disposable ones especially. But I actually own 6 masks. I go through um during the school day, I go half day with um one, and then I switch it out for the second half because it's just like all the condensation and stuff. It's just germy.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with you on that, Ivy. I know that there's where they say they do because the CDC. The thing is that they go back and forth. They say one thing, then they say another. That's the issue that I have is they tell us so many different things. Is I don't think they really know personally.
Right, right. And I'm it's even if basically you're protecting your mouth and your nose because of the membranes. The germs can get up into your nose and then it gets into your bloodstream. And that's how you get the virus. So, yeah, I can see your point, Ivy. I'm not saying anything negative. Um, but I have to tell you, I think that it should be a choice. But because one person where I work did not feel safe and refused to work until everybody wore them, that is her choice. And I need to support it because she is my coworker. Whether I agree with it or not, I think that sometimes we have to step back a little bit and maybe be that friend, be that person that stands up and says, okay, you know what? I'll be the bigger person here. You're not comfortable. I'm, I'll be uncomfortable and suck it up. But if it makes them feel better and, we're around kids, I'm around kids all day long. And I mean, we build up immune systems, but as you know, with MS, it affects my immune system. I have no immune system. So
Right.
for me to say, because I was really worried about this COVID and getting it, and because the effects on somebody with a pre-existing is a lot worse, because you not only just have the flu symptoms and um, you're having neurological problems at the same time. And so if I'm okay with it, I don't see why I would have to wear it. I can do it for now, but it's not something that in the long run that I'm going to want to do.
I
Does that
don't
make
know.
sense?
Yes, yes, it does. I don't know where Kanga has been. Um,
Yeah,
may,
where is Kanga?
maybe I can't remember, and I can't remember if Kanga's a female or a male. I think Kanga's a she. Um, and I can't remember if she's from Canada or Australia, but I know she works and she's busy a lot. So maybe she's been really busy, but I have not seen her. A little turkey. Um, but Ivy has a good point. What I completely don't get is the people who get mad when other people wear masks. How does that make sense? No, you're right, Ivy. That why should anybody care if somebody else is wearing a mask? I don't. It doesn't bother me when I see somebody in a mask. I mean, that's their prerogative. Um, but there are things in that happened in my life that I usually have a lot of faith, right? I put in God, and but there's some things that fear
God
takes.
gave us the brain to use it. And part
Right,
of using that is being smart about it. You know what I mean? If you're
right.
going to be around a lot of people, put a damn mask on. Oh, sorry. I just
Well,
cussed on your
but
channel.
what I was going to say was there's some things though, and the Bible says do not fear 365 times. And in the New Testament it says have faith 229 times. And there's a lot of things that come in my life, and I have total faith, no fear. I put it all in God's hands, and there's just no worry. And then there's other times where, I still trust God and I know He's in control and have faith, but then it's like the enemy, he knows our weakness, so he uses that to attack. It's usually when it's to do with my family, or somebody I care about. But when this COVID thing took place, it's like I had no worries whatsoever, no fear, no worries, none of it. Not even when the lockdown started happening, nothing. Why is that? I don't know. And I I didn't want I wore a mask when I went to the doctor. I hardly went anywhere anyways. And the lockdown part, I'm a homebody anyway, so it didn't bother me. My doctor's appointments were virtual or by phone. That didn't bother me. The only thing I did fear about, and it didn't happen here, we were issued stay-at-home orders. But I thought it better not go as far as we can't leave our homes, because I will violate. You're not keeping me from my kid and my grandkids. It didn't go that far. And if you notice, it mainly happened in the deep states. Total lockdowns. I just wanted to throw that out. But that's the only thing I did fear. But other than that, I didn't fear the COVID itself. Don't ask me why I didn't. But I didn't.
Right.
And you guys can get mad at me, or you can say what you want about me. It will not make me mad. I didn't wear a mask. But I didn't look at people like that, Ivy Rose. And I don't know why anybody would. I think that's mean and cruel. I didn't see a lot of people wearing masks, but I did see people wearing masks.
Right.
Now,
Well, and
the people that
think
wore
about
masks,
it. I look perfectly normal. I don't look like I'm sick or that I have an autoimmune. You can't see it yet. I'm not in a wheelchair yet. I don't need a walker yet. So I wear a mask to be careful. If I see there's a lot of people, especially, I have avoided Walmart a lot because I just don't. In our smaller town I live in, we have a Target across the street, and I just go there because there's not as many people in Target. And I'll pay a little more and not have to worry as much, The problem is people are positive, know they're positive, and go out hacking into Walmart and Target because some people that we deal with on a daily basis in crime, that's a crime to walk in and try to get a bunch of people sick. That's
yes,
it should be a crime.
yeah.
It's like somebody having meningitis or and going up and knowing they have it and going up and drinking out of somebody else's cup, and then they can get it because it's so infectious. This thing is infectious. So I think that, people need to be smart about it. If you're going to go into a store that has two people in it, you know, it is what it is. I think people need to make their decisions. The problem is their heads aren't on straight, some people. And they're careless with their own life. Why would they care about other people's?
Exactly. I want to respond to Christine. Just a warning, I'm super liberal and I really don't like our president. Be prepared. Well, that's why we don't have straight political discussions in here. Everybody has a right to like whoever they want or not to. Everybody in here, I think by now knows I am a Trumper. I like our president. I think he has done a wonderful job, and I know everybody blames him for what's going on now, but I think in the future you will see what, he is actually doing, but that's as far as I'll go. But that's why we don't do political discussions in here, because it would turn into not only a discussion, it would turn into, politics are never good. I've seen my family, you know, people who love each other just go rabid at each other.
Right.
But
Well, and I was also going to add, um, I'm the same way. I don't like discussing politics. My husband and I are on the total opposite side. It is not allowed in our house. He can do his thing and I'll do mine, but we're very different in our thinking. Is it because he's a male and I'm a female? And I think that our president is just real smooth. And I'm not talking a good smooth, if you know what I mean, guys. Um, but I will say that you have to respect the guy. He gets hit left and right like 100 times a day. You have to. I may not like our president, and I may not like a runner-up, but I have to respect the opinion of our fellow people and being able to vote. So whether but yeah, I don't talk about politics either. Because I just disagree a lot on a lot of things.
Yeah,
I
and
also had a kid with special needs where one president it was great for, and then you get another one in, we lose all the services. So that's,
I just want to add that I'm a constitutionalist. I'm not a Republican nor a Democrat. I'm not independent either. I just vote for who I think is better. I could not, no way, vote for Hillary in everything what she let happen in Benghazi, and then
right.
believing in abortion. And I know there's opinions on that too, but I don't know. So that was, I mean, hey, I was not gonna vote for Trump when I heard he was running. I was like, are you serious? He is arrogant. He's this, he's that, because I based it on his reality show.
Yeah.
But then I heard.
Hold on just a second, Angie. Hey, Nick, are you watching the Q person?
What? I didn't see anybody.
We might have a troll in here, but I don't want to wipe them out until I know for sure. But I was putting Nico on the job.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, it's Quinn.
Oh, welcome, Quinn. How did you find our channel?
Thanks, Carol. I saw you ask too, so thank you. I just not a troll.
What do you mean
about Angie's channel?
What do you mean accusations? I'm sorry. I was talking. I didn't see you come in.
You're right, Radar. You guys are the best mods. You really are.
But what I meant, when I saw his biography and how much he loved our country, and he wasn't even thinking that had nothing to do with him becoming president. He wasn't even thinking about it back then. That's when I was sold on him. But anyway, that's that. I mean, everybody's got opinions on this and that, and it really doesn't matter right now. Our country is in turmoil and it needs prayer. That's the main thing. But yeah, that's why we don't discuss politics, because
To change the subject a little bit,
so why
do you
how'd you find our channel, Quidin? Oh, I know someone who knows someone. I'll leave later. What? Who who do you know? How'd you I'll leave. I'll leave later. Well, I was just asking how you found our channel. I mean, that's a question we always ask, but what were you talking about, accusations?
so you know when we first got shut down in March, they still have ships out on our coast because other countries won't open their borders and the United States won't let the foreigners in. So they're still sitting on boats, guys. Ask A West. A
Wes said,
West, are you here?
okay. Is that true, Quidin? Were you here before with that picture? With the ding the donga? Is that why you're telling me to ask? A West?
Look up said twice.
Yeah, because Wes said that
Oh,
she thinks he got blocked before for the nude picture.
I said no.
Chris says not a troll. Okay,
Sorry.
but what do you mean you know someone who knows someone, Quidin? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but you were kind of rude when you answered me back.
Oh, okay. I was not blocked for a nude picture.
Okay.
How did you hear about Angie's channel?
And do you follow our cases? Edward cracks me up.
Oh, so A West doesn't know this person?
Oh, I can't even make. I'll be right back for a minute. I'm gonna do
Go ahead.
something.
Oh, okay. Thanks, A West.
You guys chatter away. I have to.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, Ivy. I just started watching, but they were getting kind of rude, and it's different. I can tell when somebody has been around chats for a while and when it's a bot. I don't know why, guys. I have a radar. Oh, there
Okay.
you go, radar. We have a radar. Be kind of.
No, that's not the one that had the picture, but so as long as he's nice and everything.
Okay. A West said, "Oh, he's okay. I remember him from HTB's channel." Okay.
Okay. Well, as long as you're nice and um,
Yep.
tribute well and everything, we welcome you. We have a very nice community here.
And we honor the families. We do not.
West, I gave you a wrench. Did it come on? Does it show up?
Oh, no, wrench for me, please.
Ah, you don't want one?
Look at
Are
her
you,
face.
are you serious? You don't want one? All right,
Aw.
hold on. I got to go back now and change it.
Um,
I'm not one of those that give and take and give and take, you know.
Mine's gone again in
But I'll
H
take it away, West. Oh, sorry.
radar. Sorry, I was just playing with you. Radar, what are we gonna do with you?
Okay, I took it. I only give it to those I trust. I took it, West. Radar says,
Okay, hold on. I gotta unhide A West. You hit her.
huh?
I had to unhide A West. You accidentally hid her. Oh wait, is A West a girl?
Yeah, I didn't hide her.
Okay.
Did I? West,
Yeah,
say something.
I
No.
took it off.
Oh, okay. See,
Oops.
that happens by accident all the time.
It does to me too.
I'm sorry, West. I hid you. Does Lake want one? Lake, you want a wrench?
Lake is a good one. She's really good in my group.
Edward says you can really F up someone's life.
Yes.
Wes says I can see me just fine.
Wrench up at Lake. Get that wrench, Lake.
She hasn't told me if she wants it. You want one, Lake?
I'm good with or without, she said. Okay, Lake, don't be like me. No wishy-washy. Either yes or no. Type Y for yes
I
and
gave her
for
one.
no. Good. She's a good one. I trust her.
Well, I trust my
We have the same first name, so I trust her.
I trust everybody in my community.
Yes, I do too. I like hammers.
Most of you guys have been with me from day one. You guys know that, man?
I've been with you since day one. One day when I'm all big and growled up, I probably grown up, I will get a wrench too, LOL.
So, so are y'all gonna watch that episode on Unsolved Mysteries?
Unsolved Mysteries.
Let me look real quick and see if I can find it on Google. See, it popped up for let's see. I don't know if this is the whole episode or.
So, Christine, I know that Lake doesn't know it yet, but I've got a couple cases that I need help with. And the same with Ange, I'm sure she feels this way. Anytime you guys help us out with cases, it means a great deal. I could sit hours and hours and hours and hours. And I have spent over $300 just to get this YouTube up. By the way, Ange, I got a it was on sale, but I got the, hold on, I have to shrink my screen so I can tell you what it is. I have no clue. The Cyberlink Power Director. I got that for, I think it was $50 a year. No, no, I paid 60. And normally I wouldn't do it, but I can't do YouTubes. It's a mess. It doesn't, like when I cut things and try to edit, it doesn't work. Does it? Well, you don't make videos. You normally go live, right?
Yeah.
I think it's easier going live, to tell you the truth, because all this editing, like one video can take me 2 hours. It's crazy the amount of time. And because I'm working 2 jobs right now, and I say 2 jobs, that's not fair. I'm working 6 hours at the school, and then I do 2 hours in home and with the client, and I don't even walk in my door until 6:30 at night, Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm off, and that's kind of when I catch up on everything.
Trying to see.
I knew you wouldn't. I remembered that. I forgot you were having surgery. But you need to let one of us know. Have your husband jump in the chat and have him give us an update, okay? Either here or mine, Christine. Because we're all going to be thinking of you. Where's Kat at? Oh, hey. Good chat tonight, Michael.
Is Kat in there?
Yep, Kat's here. Nice. It was a great chat tonight. You had a good live. And lots of love to Wolfie.
Hey, Kat. What you doing, dude?
Kat's in the house.
Yeah, just try to, it's on Netflix, guys. So try to watch that. And Chris, you can watch it on your phone. And yeah, you can, they give you a free trial. Like your first month is free. But it's called No Ride Home. And shoot, let me get back there again.
You did say that, and it's on Netflix, right?
And it's Alonzo Brooks.
I want to say I saw it.
But don't go to the case update, because we'll do that tomorrow. I want you to watch the episode on Unsolved Mysteries. Because if you Google it, it'll say there's updates, but I don't want you to do that. Because we'll do that tomorrow. I mean, you can do that, but I want you to watch the episode for sure. You can do the updates after you watch the episode. So, Kat, thank you for coming, dude. And say hey to Wolfie for us. Now, Crime, I'm sorry I was reading at the same time you were talking, but Kat watches Power Director University every Saturday, right, Kat?
I'll be in there because I need to learn it. I just downloaded it last night. It better be easy because my videos, like, I have to be able to edit them.
Well, thanks so much, Kat. And Power Director University, yes. And then
Okay.
do you also use that as your editing software too?
Me?
No, Kat.
Oh, okay. Oh, A West. WTF, I still got me a wrench.
How? I took it away.
I have no idea. I didn't give it. I can't do it.
She sure does.
YouTube it. Okay, I will.
There.
I just bought the program last night. I think a lot of my videos are going to be done like over the weekend and then edited and then played. And then on Thursday, I'll review them all. And Chris, I'm going to get back to you. You sent me like 3 really good ones. I couldn't even stop last night. I stayed up till 2 in the morning watching the 2 young boys. I don't want to give too much away, but the one boy who killed his little brother or sister. Wow. So I'm going to be working on that one. I want to do a little bit of research on the family history of because they knew when this kid was younger that he had what do they call it, Angie? Hold on, not psychological, but well, I'll say it like this: psychological tendencies, meaning he showed some forms of psychopathy. But he loved his sister, but got mad at his mom, and to get back at his mom, he was 9 years old, killed the sister. 4 years old, little girl. Very sad. So
Yeah, man.
that is something that, you know, with my channel, and if people want to watch, great. If they don't, but I think there needs to be more advocacy for mental health. I really
Yes.
do. I think that parents are disconnected from their kids. Now it's computers, laptops, gaming systems, the iPads, Androids. I mean, it just goes on and on. A freaking watch that rings on your wrist. And I think parents are so busy. And I hope you don't mind me saying this on your channel, but I really feel God wants us to go back to the families again. I mean, when we all were tied into our homes, that was the one thing I thought about, Ange, was maybe this is God's way of reeling us all back in because we get so busy and we don't
Well,
spend enough time.
and that's a good point because, you know, I mean, that is something that did happen with COVID. You know, people were at home. They were making dinner at home. They were having dinners with their family. And sport events were canceled. I mean, people were forced to spend time with their families. So yeah, you could be true. But then on the flip side, it also caused some domestic issues, you know, um, I mean, I don't know what the rate was. I don't know how much or anything, but I mean, I know that's what the mental health people, they expected it to happen. I don't know how much it did happen, but that was a very good point, because it, we don't do that anymore.
We
You
don't.
know,
I mean, we always spent time together with our families, our sisters. Think about it, and I have to tell you, my dad's family, there were 5 kids. Every holiday, every other Sunday, we were at one of my cousin's house when we were younger, just because that's what you do when you lived and grew up in the time I did. You know, you were with your family, you had that family support. These kids do not have the family support at home. They have parents that have to work to put food on the table, and they're out on their own having to make their own decisions and having to grow up so fast. And I'm sure there's some anger that comes with that.
yeah.
Hey, can I ask somebody a question in the chat real quick?
Uh-huh.
Hey Debbie, would your husband ever come on? I've got a few cases, child cases, that I would love to get his input on. I'm working on the John Bonet one, and I would love to get a professional's opinion on what he thinks about Bert, or the brother, and his demeanor. And the child he's grown up now, but I think because he was so secluded, he's socially awkward. He doesn't do well, and it did not look good on Dr. Phil to have him talking about how, his sister dying, and he's laughing. But I think with him, he's just, socially awkward. So Debbie didn't answer, but
Yeah, she did.
oh, did she? Where is
She
she?
she said not sure, but she could ask him.
Okay. It would just be, I mean, I don't want, and if he'd be willing to come on and talk about um some of these, and like the BF Skinner, um nurture versus nature, stuff like that, then. But I know they get a little leery about that because they're talking about other people's kids. So I get it. Yes, I thought the same thing, Debbie. He may have some form of autism. It's good to know, because that's in some of the research I'm doing. They, because the family had money, they can hide that. Um, I think that Trump's son is on the spectrum, but I think they keep it very quiet. The youngest one.
Yeah, he has autism.
Yeah.
Poor
Have they said it?
yeah, and
Okay.
it's
But
I feel sorry for him, because he got attacked over that. You didn't know that?
oh yeah, no. I
I
don't
can't
keep up
remember
with I
who.
really don't keep up with politics, but
It was like in the
that
first year.
I will say that for somebody that is raising a child with autism, you would think he would understand the autism family and what happens being in a family. But when you have money, you can hire people to do it. You can bring people to the house to do occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy. Our budget was cut again for our kids on Medicaid. and how much they will cover. And they are not covering as much as they used to. And I'm sorry I feel like they should be an ambassador for it. But you can't force people. But you would think they would understand what regular, and I say regular humans, the ones that have to work to put stuff on the table. And not that he doesn't work. I got to be careful there. He works. But it would be nice because normally, like Michelle Obama, she went after, and I'm not saying he was the best either, but she created that whole lunch thing. More healthy, nutritious. She was an ambassador for it. And I just haven't seen much out of his wife.
Yes, Shar, I am. Tomorrow night.
Radar.
Oh,
It
go ahead.
was president. Sorry. He cut some of those programs because he had to make room for other programs. And I get it. We're just not, you would think with the rates going so high with autism that.
Whoa. Christine, hon, please don't. That goes through me like a knife. Please don't say that word in our chat. I'm sorry. I know you probably just, please, if I can just ask that. That word just goes through me like.
Crap. I just hid her. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hide her. I just wanted to delete her comment. I'm sorry, Christine.
She'll come back, won't she?
Hold on.
Oh, you mean you blocked her?
I need to unhide her. Yeah, hold on. I'm sorry, Christine. I don't know what she wrote, but oh crap. You're
GD.
kidding.
I just can't. That word just goes through me. I worked in a nursing home once, and
I didn't even read it. I just want to make sure I got her back. Can you type? Oh, she's in the 300 minutes. Sorry, Christine.
So she's just in timeout, so she can hear us.
Yes, she can hear us.
You'll come back in a minute, Christine.
Sorry about that. Oh man, I'm gonna get my wrench taken away. Please take it. No. You know how the thing scrolls up? It scrolled up right when I clicked. I wish it wouldn't move when we had that there.
You hear Oliver barking at.
I was going to ask, who's he barking at?
Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh, he doesn't know.
He thinks something's out there. But there's not, or my other two dogs would be on it.
Your little man is a barker.
Oh, he'll bark out my bedroom window at nothing. I'm like, Oliver, if you do not get your butt up here. Me and Radar was joking the other day. She was talking about something I can't remember. I said, I'm about to kennel Oliver. She said, is he being naughty?
Aww.
Is she back yet?
No. So I was going to tell everybody, if we accidentally do that to you, it is really like the chat still moves while we're trying to just hide the comment, and it moves up into hide from channel. Sorry. So it does happen because the chat still moves.
Or
even
sometime.
Though, yeah, it should stop.
Or
we
sometimes,
don't do that.
yeah, or sometimes there's, which I haven't gotten trolled in a long time. We've been lucky that we know of. And but sometimes a viper, I mean, I've renamed it. A viper might come in and we're trying to throw them out and the chat's moving and we accidentally block the wrong person. That happens. We blocked each other a lot. Christine, come out wherever you are. No, and I know she didn't mean anything by it or mean to say it. I mean,
right.
you know,
No, and
she
I was
probably didn't know she couldn't say it. I was just letting her know not to. That word just goes through me like I worked at a nursing home and this lady would repeat herself. I mean, day and night. That's all she would say is that word because she was in so much pain. And I couldn't hardly stand to go in there and take care of her, but I had to. It was my job. And, you know, and that's just all. But it just, oh, it about killed me too. I just can't stand that word.
yeah.
Well, hi, Kat. I thought you left. But I'm probably going to have to still.
Edward, it was GD.
I wasn't able to figure out StreamYard without getting a visual.
Scott, can you turn the air conditioner down?
Is it too cold in here?
It's hot.
It's on now.
Is it? Leave that door open to cool it.
Kat says no. He knows.
I'm blind now. Cat. You're too funny.
Oh, I hope she's not hurt. I hope she knows.
No, she knows that
Christine's tough. She surely
tough
knows.
and she's dedicated to us. She'll know I accidentally did it.
But it's surely been over 300 minutes. Who was that we accidentally timed out in the very beginning? Was it Kanga? Or
yeah.
He came out and he goes, and I could picture him in my head too, like he lost his breath. And he's like, that was the longest 300 seconds of my life.
No speakable content could be found on the screen.
Okay, then. What the heck?
I need to sign off, but I want to make sure she comes back.
Man, I don't want to do push-ups tomorrow.
Oh, was it 300 minutes or seconds? Seconds, usually. Let me go see. And
Christine messaged me and she says sorry and she'll be back. Okay. Oh, there she is.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Good.
All right, Christine, I'm so sorry. It moved. I was just trying to delete that one sentence and the whole thing went.
She didn't mean to time you out, honey. She was just meant to delete the comment because I just don't like the GD word, honey.
That's right, Radar. It was auto. We couldn't get him out.
Otto?
We were
Where
trying.
is he? That's 2 nights in a row he hasn't been here, huh? Or he did come in last night late? He had a flat tire.
Oh, okay. I was in
Okay,
the Navy.
so
I trusted the sailor.
I'm going to sign off, but before I do, please watch that episode, No Ride Home on Unsolved Mysteries, and we're going to discuss that tomorrow. Now, real quick, I'm going to set it for 9, but watch for notifications, because if I get home from Bible study sooner, I'll come on sooner. If I get out later, which is probably unlikely, I may be a few minutes late. But I'm going to set it for 9.
Somebody wants us to post a link.
Okay, I will try to, I'm going to schedule it right now. I know I said that last night and I didn't immediately, but I will look for the Netflix link. That should not be hard for me to find. When I Googled it, I only found updates, but I didn't go to Netflix.
Right.
Give me a few minutes and I'll schedule it and post that, okay? And thank you all for the compliments, but thank you all so much for joining us tonight and making it a good chat. It's you guys that make this chat good, okay? It's not me, it's you. And I appreciate you all so much. You guys are great. Yes, it's on Netflix, and it's called No Ride Home. But I'm going to look for it and post it, okay? And yeah, if you would like my chat, that would be great. And if anybody new is still in here, if you would subscribe, that would be great.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Kat, for coming, buddy. Thank you all so much for coming and being here every night. I appreciate it so, so much. It's almost midnight. I hope you all sleep well, have sweet dreams, and I hope you all have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you all tomorrow night. You know what I want to say?
Yeah, that's what you wanted to say.
No, I want to say, keep it Southern style.
Keep it
Just
Southern style,
joking,
y'all.
just joking.
I know. Kat, make sure you give Woofy a big old kiss on the nose from Crime. I'm sure you'll love that.
Okay, guys. Good night and God bless. Thank you all so much. Love you all.